How are you? My name is Michelle Connor. I'm your VCS for Living Environment. So we are looking at the lesson for 4.8. It's Unit 6, Day 14. And we're going to actually be looking at another virtual lab. So if you look at the independent work, there's two hyperlinks. One is the interactive simulation, and one is the student lab worksheet. So you'd want to go ahead and open both of them. So my student worksheet is already opened at the top. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open the simulation. So this is the same one that did the dragon meiosis lab. Again, it's free to make an account if you want to go ahead and make an account, but you don't have to use it. So again, once you open it, I don't know if we missed it. If it doesn't bring you, it's bringing me directly into it. If it doesn't bring you directly into it, you're allowed to hit preview, and that'll allow you to do the same thing. So what we're doing is we're looking at these different sand rats, and we're going to set up an experiment. So the first thing is you're asking your kids to explore kind of different situations in order to determine different factors that may affect whether or not these sand rats get diabetes. So they have to explore a question, set up their design, and then there's results that they're going to be able to take. So that's the first thing we're going to look at, is just kind of the setup. So now we're going to look at the actual setup. So for instance, if I wanted to test if sugary foods affect if the sand rats become diabetic, that would be my question. So I'm going to go ahead and set it up. So it says there's pen 1 and pen 2. So if you look at the pens here, there's a top pen, pen 1, pen 2. And what they're going to do is they're going to decide which pen they're going to have sugary food. So I'm going to choose to turn sugary food on the bottom pen, which is pen 2. And they're going to go ahead and they're going to pick up, so you're going to need the hand and select how many mice they want to put in each pen. So I'm going to choose 4. Now you can choose to put different risk factors on, so show risks, show rats that already have diabetes, and show male and female. So I'm going to turn these off because I just randomly chose. And then this will be at the start. So there's going to be 4 rats to start for mine. So pen 1 would say yes, number of sand rats would be 4, and the length of the experiment, we have 25 weeks on the data table. You can allow your students to do less, you can have them do more, it's up to you. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at how many are diabetic, how many are healthy, their weight, and the risk, which is all different sets of data. So once you're all set up, what you're going to do is you're actually going to run the simulation so you can get the data. So remember, the 3 things we're looking for: every 5 weeks we're going to measure it, and then we're going to be looking at whether or not they have diabetes, their weight, and then their risks. So if you hit this plus, the play symbol, you'll notice the weeks start changing here. You have to pause it manually. So I'm going to pause it at 5 weeks. It's not hard to catch because it's not super fast, but it is something that you have to watch. You can't just let it go. So here we are. If you scroll over the bars, it tells you exactly how many. Then if you change the top, you'll get the weights and then the risks. So 4 are at risk. So if we look at the top, the weights again are here. All of these are thin. And I have 3 at risk and 1 with no risk. We're going to go ahead and play again. I would record that data in my sheet. 10. We're going to stop it. Here's your risks, weight, and the ones that are diabetic. So the same thing. So that's all you really have to do, is you have to hit play. You wait the 5 weeks. So you have to watch it. You're going to hit stop. And then you change the graphs and you scroll over the bar to see exactly how many. And then you'd use this data sheet here to record how many are diabetic versus healthy, thin, heavy, obese, and risk or no risk. And then that's pen 1, and then the next sheet is pen 2. And then your kids are able to complete the questions to analyze their data.